Yes, thank you so much for rejoining me on this part 2 of the Weekend Sports Roundup with Eugene Tabang Mangani. So now we're going down to APSA Premiership, where we saw some good results for a certain few teams, including SuperSport United, who beat Bidvest Vets, who were looking to be, were looking odds-on favorites, were looking like a running away train, a how train that is running away to Santen, at that speed. They looked very well. SuperSport are also looking like a good team. They beat them 1-0, which is not a bad result for Gavin Hunt, who we all know that he always plays at, he takes it at cycles of 5 games per cycle, where he wants 10 points out of those 5 games. So far he's got 9, still got 1 more to go in those 5-game cycle. So it's not bad for him, Another good result for Bloemfontein Celtic, who beat Orlando Pirates on Sunday, An Orlando Pirates side that is exciting, Some of the football that Orlando Pirates is playing is very much exciting, but unfortunately it's not resulting into goals. And let's be honest about it. Orlando Pirates, they hired someone from Europe. They said he's a finishing specialist, a scoring specialist, something like that. And he hasn't done anything. The only goals that Orlando Pirates have scored have been from a penalty spot, and one was the own goal. So Pirates has not scored a goal this season. So it's worrying for them going up front, because they've went out of the MTN 8 as well. They're now in the league, chopping and changing when it comes to the starting lineup. I don't know what's going to happen. Mamelodi Sundowns were not part of the Premiership, but they played on Friday in the CAF Champions League, where they lost by a single goal to 0 on Friday night. They were poor on the night, the Mamelodi Sundowns, but I think they're going to play Horoya Sport, and it's all or nothing. It's do or die. It's either they win or they go out. A draw is not enough in their last game. They have 5 points. Horoya has 8 points, and Wydad has 11. So Mamelodi Sundowns can only get to 8 points, while Horoya need a draw against Mamelodi Sundowns. If they cannot draw, if Mamelodi Sundowns win, they're in the semi-finals, so in the quarterfinals, sorry. So that is all or nothing, and I am confident that they will be able to win it, since, well, we know that when they come here, we are going to support Mamelodi Sundowns. Doesn't matter which team you support. Let's go out there and support Mamelodi Sundowns, whether it be at Lucas Masterpieces Moripe or in the Loftus Versfeld. Other results that happened was on Friday. We also saw Kaizer Chiefs drawing 0-0 with Maritzburg United. Kaizer Chiefs, I'm not one to criticize Kaizer Chiefs, because they now have a new coach who's just came in, and he hasn't had so much games under his belt. So the good thing is they're not losing. Unfortunately, they're also not scoring. So let's just give them time. We mustn't want the ready-made stuff. Let's give him time to learn his squad, for the squad to learn his philosophy, so that they can gradually grow. As long as they are not losing, they are now into the semi-finals of the MTN 8, which will be played next week against the SuperSport United. So they're still in 2 competitions that are running in terms of the PSL. So I think it's good. Well, the results that they have not won in the league, maybe it's disappointing, but the good signs is that the defense looks okay. So let's give him time. Giovanni Solinas, let's just give him a bit more time as well. Polokwane City beat Baroka 2-0 in what was a good game. I think one thing that we have seen so far in this season in the PSL is that there has been some spectacular goals. Wow. There has been some. I think there was one by Baroka. There was one at Polokwane City. There was one yesterday, one against Orlando Pirates. There was one when I think it's Knox Mutiz or something like that scored some wonder goal for Golden Arrows. There has been some brilliant, spectacular goals in the PSL, and this just makes for good reading, because we want to go there to see goals. And if we see beautiful goals, just like we saw, There's nothing. So if you're watching, please, let's start going to the stadium and watch the games. Let's fill the stadiums. And even if you are watching and you are an official of a club, just do as Mamelodi Sundowns are doing. Sometimes decrease the ticket sales, the ticket prices, or just do that. When you are wearing YOLO, you get in for free. Just once, on the Hosanna Day or something. Let's just try to attract the people. So yeah, those were the results. As you can see on your screen, Bidvest Vet is still leading. The table with 9 points from 4 games, while Bloemfontein Celtic, they've played 3, they've won 3. Also on 9. Third is Amazulu on 6 points. SuperSport United also on 6 points after 3 games. Mamelodi Sundowns is on sixth place with 4 points from 2 games, while you have to go down to 9th to find Orlando Pirates, who have 4 from 4, and you go 3 more places to find Kaizer Chiefs at 12th spot with 3 points from 4 games. Rooted to the bottom is Maritzburg United with 1 point out of 3, and Chippa United with 1 point also out of 3. So yeah, next time around we will be seeing the games will be played on Wednesday. Yeah, I think on Wednesday we will see a few games as well. I think Kaizer Chiefs is playing on the 22nd, which will be on Wednesday. Mamelodi Sundowns is playing against Highlands Park, and we're going into the weekend where it is the MTN 8, the first legs, where Cape Town City will be hosting Mamelodi Sundowns in Cape Town, and then SuperSport United will also be hosting Kaizer Chiefs. So yeah, those are the matches to look forward to. So yeah, that is the roundup when it comes to the football. But there are other things that happened. We saw also that the Springboks won brilliantly in the weekend. They won brilliantly in the weekend. So yeah, next week they play against Argentina down in Buenos Aires. As well, we saw that in the cricket, the test match between England and India is underway, and India are looking very, very strong. I think day 3 has already started today. So yeah, that is one to look forward to. India looking to make it 2-1 so that they can come back into the series. The other thing that we saw is Novak Djokovic is back in the limelight after winning the Cincinnati Open, becoming the first ever person to win all 9 1000 Masters championships, to add to all the Grand Slams that he has already. So yeah, that's from me, Eugene Tabamangani. That's our sports from this weekend. Oh, another thing, the Currie Cup is back. Next weekend, we know, we saw the past weekend that the Blue Bulls were able to win their opener against the Free State Cheetahs. Next weekend, I think they're playing against the Sharks. Yeah, they're going to the Sharks. And yeah, on the 2nd, they will be coming down to play the Golden Lions. So yeah, from me, Eugene Tabamangani, thank you so much for joining me. Let's do this again next week when we will be at the Lucas Masterpieces Moripe to cover Kaizer Chiefs and also SuperSport United at the MTN 8. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button, and thank you so much again for also subscribing and liking all the videos. Share them with your mates. Share them with everyone. So from me, thank you so much. Bye-bye.